With Christmas break being only 3 weeks away, are you wondering what game you want to play? Well, look no further as I show you our favorite game that we played last year called Light the Tree. Let's go. Hello everyone, it's Rob Carroll with Front Range Physical Education. I had no plans of making a video over Thanksgiving break, but here we are in day 5, unshaven, enjoying my break. I hope everyone out there has a great Thanksgiving. We have only 3 weeks left before we head off to Christmas break, and we want to play some of those holiday games. Well, this one that I'm going to show you right now was our favorite last year, hands down. It's super easy to teach. It's super easy to run. Let's take a look at Light the Tree. Let's take a look at the equipment I use to play Light the Tree. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out 4 gym mats to separate the teams by. We draw wristbands out of the bag to decide who's on what team, which is the tip that I talked about in my tip of the year in the last video. I use 24 colored hula hoops. I use purple, blue, yellow, green, orange, and red. I try to have 24 cones that match the color of the hula hoops as well. Here's a look at the way that I set up the gym. I lay 4 gym mats down on one end of the gym. Then I'm going to take the hula hoops. I'm going to space them out, 1 in front of each mat. 3 on one side of the court, 3 on the other side of the court. You want to make sure all the colors of the hula hoops match in a row. Here's a look last year from our gym, the way that I set it up. The lighting is just awful last year. Thank the Lord we got our new LED lights and as bright as can be in our gym. Here's a look last year from our gym, the way that. Here's how to play Light the Tree and the story behind it. What I tell the kids is that the hula hoops represent light sockets to put the bulbs in, and that a cone represents a light bulb. If the cone's laying down, the light's off. If the cone's standing up, then the light is on. Their goal is to light up all 6 lights that they have right in front of them first before the other teams. I tell them that a hula hoop and a cone must be of the same color to actually light up. If you don't have enough cones for that to happen, then eliminate that rule. But it's a pretty good rule to have because when they set it up in between rounds, sometimes they'll put the wrong colored cone in the wrong colored hula hoop, and they'll think that they've won or that, but it's not the correct procedure, and they don't win the game. Now let's take a minute and look at some video of my students playing Light the Tree from last year. After that, we will take a look at some rules that you need to remember. One time to the sun. One left. I go switch. All right, let's have a look at some of the rules you need to remember when you play Light the Tree. Light the Tree is an easy game to teach. It is an easy game to coach. Some things you need to look out for is make sure that they are only flipping the cone 3 times on the first part of the court and 5 times on the second part of the court. The first team that completes flipping the cone all 6 times and back to their seats and have a seat on their mat, I make them all sit down before I will declare a winner. Another thing to remember, if a player is flipping the cone and they're successful, they may continue going all the way down the court. I have had 2 or 3 players actually start to finish complete it one person. It's great to see. The whole team just goes crazy. Another thing, the cone must make a full rotation. They can't just drop the cone or flip it from the bottom with a half rotation. It needs to make a full rotation. Some of the adaptations you can do for the younger grades is I do not make it land inside the hula hoop for the younger grades. If it lands outside the hula hoop, if it is standing upright, I just tell them to pick it up, drop it in the hula hoop, and move on. It does count. Hey, I hope you enjoyed learning about Light the Tree. If you have any suggestions, if you don't like the name Light the Tree, I've called it Christmas Light Fight or Holiday Light Fight before. Decide what name you want to go with it, but it is a great game to play with your students over these next 3 weeks. Enjoy. Thanks for tuning in.